This week's episode of Diggnation is brought to you by the next generation of Adobe Flash platforms, tools, and technologies, GoDaddy, Gamefly.
And are you getting gray hairs down there?
Ooh.
Just for scrote.
It's just for scrote.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Diggnation, episode number. What episode?
Dude, you're messing it up already.
Bro,
we just got started.
I'm asking you what episode is it, and you don't even know. What episode? Go.
Oh, you really want to know?
Oh, no, that means you're
know?
looking for something. What is
259.
it? 259. You
259.
Episode 259. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Diggnation covers some of the hottest user-submitted stories on the social news website, dig.com. That's DIWG.com.
That's right. Now, you may notice that we are not currently in either Hippie Corner, Kevin's apartment, Prager's apartment, or my house in Los Angeles. What? Really hippie?
He's adjusting.
Everybody just went, but we are here at Hotel Biron, is that
Biron.
it? Biron?
Yes.
Prager? Prager's like, maybe.
I think I'm walking away.
So this is right around the corner from Kevin's pad.
Yes.
As a tour.
Is actually my favorite wine bar / beer bar in
And
San Francisco.
we've already been drinking, but these need to be done. So let's go ahead and chug these and then get another round.
Well, let's talk about what they are, first of all. So one of the things that's cool here is they have some amazing specialty beers. You're not going to find your Bud Lights here. You're not going to find your Coors Light.
No, but
Coors Light.
Well, and they have Red Stripe and Tecate. So if you're kind of the person who's like, I just like a chill Jamaican beer, I don't want any of this fancy Belgian monk shit, they've got that covered. So don't feel like you can't bring your low-class friends with you when you come here. You're like, well, my buddy's not really a high-class beer drinker. But he or she is welcome.
They also have beer like this with a badass monk with like a cape on side. It's like a combination of like Yoda and it's a Yoda-like cape.
Oh yeah. That's
How
like a monk
amazing is that?
I'm only a monk because it means I can make and drink a lot of alcohol.
So
And alcohol is what they call alcohol in Belgium.
This is a white Belgian beer that they actually serve in a wine glass. Did you try this?
I did.
How good is that?
It's awesome. Now I chose mine for the name. It's Scholrama, something like that. I don't know. It's German, and I think it sounds like
what is it?
Scholram.
It's a Schonerama.
Schonerama.
And it's Pilsner.
It's a Pilsner.
So where's it from?
It is from Bavaria.
Bavaria.
And it's a hoppy Pilsner.
That's awesome.
Would you like to introduce
My favorite kind of hoppy.
Yes,
This is Chris. He's the owner, operator, purveyor of cool. Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Come on in.
There you go. So how do you pick your beers here, first of all?
There's a variety of things. I'll sit down next to you.
Please. I'm on your Wi-Fi, so you can come sit next to me.
Okay, perfect. There's a variety of factors that come into play. In terms of like flavor profiles, I am a lover of lagers. I like my beer to be refreshing.
Nice.
Ales are generally fuller and rounder and heavier. So even with my the ales that I have, I try to lean towards something that's going to have a brightness to them. So
I dig it.
Good
And
stuff.
I have actually finished my beer.
And you need
Unlike other people during this show.
So what do you recommend?
What would you recommend?
do you want something Belgian, or do you want?
I want something that would probably go down faster than Kevin's, and I that's probably everyone on the list.
And I would
here.
like something faster than Alex's. There.
That doesn't even. It doesn't exist. That's oxygen. You're having it. That's oxygen. That didn't even make any sense. So
made no
what would you
sense.
recommend? I enjoyed the Scholzramachama. That was very good. I'm not a big fan of the like really heavy nitrogen beers.
He likes
Okay,
nutty
don't have
stuff.
that.
He likes a
I
little
do.
bit of like
something nutty,
girthy.
sweaty, something. Don't listen to any of that.
Nutty,
No, don't
sweaty.
even. Let it all go.
Some sweaty
I
beer.
tried the Hichirio JCA, which is good, but it's very spicy.
Spicy,
Had
rich,
some weird
full.
spicy
it's got
stuff.
Cedar. It's actually aged in
all right.
cedar,
Okay.
which is a very assertive wood. You can,
Yeah,
so
tell me
make
about
their-
it.
Make their fabrics smell better with it.
Right.
So, it's pretty intense.
Yeah. If you meet cedar in an alley,
something goes down fast.
very aggressive.
If you want
Yes.
something, the Reisdorf Kolsch.
I'll take the Reisdorf Kolsch.
It's from Cologne
Okay.
in Germany.
Amazing.
And the ladies love it.
Do you
Whoa.
have to put a little bit behind your ear when you're drinking it because it's from cologne? Whoa. Horrible.
Pick me something random that is not that.
Okay.
Although you
you.
have to finish yours before you can drink the first
That's
next one.
fine. First of all, I've had 2 beers before you
No,
even
don't
got
even
here.
talk about that. My flight was late, and I chugged
dude,
beers when I
love
came
this.
in.
Before we even started the show, I was
No.
like, Alex is like, dude, come on, let's have a couple beers on the show. And he's like, I don't know. And then now when the camera turns on, and you're like, let's chug some beers.
No, you went, should we do a beer chugging episode? And I go, all right. And then we flicked it on, and guess who's not doing that?
Oh,
Kevin Riz.
dude, first of all, higher alcohol content than yours.
Oh, says the scientist? What is this
Science is
happening?
right there.
All right, there you go. All right, now I'm done drinking. Just kidding. All right, let's get it. First off, how you been?
Oh my God, we
Whoa.
gotta talk about something crazy that happened. So listen to this shit.
All right.
I had the craziest weekend ever. Well, not ever, but definitely in
Okay.
the top 5.
Okay.
So my buddy Chris Saka hit me up, and he lives in the city. He's like
Sure.
a tech angel investor,
Yeah,
Twitter
yeah,
guy, blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah. You've met him before.
Yeah.
He's like, we were at this party on a Friday night, and he's like, hey, come out to this house. And he was telling, I was out with my girlfriend Daria, and he was like, hey, come on out. I want you to meet David Blaine. And I was like,
Interesting.
oh shit,
that's
awesome
the
opportunity,
David
right?
Blaine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not? So we go out to this crazy ass house, this like mansion in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, hold on, real
okay.
quick.
The
Let's
rise
do a
of
break.
Kolsch.
Rise off
Dude, that is
course.
amazing glass. Where
Dude,
did you get that?
this is
Came
science.
with the beer. And you're drinking a Blanche de Bruxelles, which is it's a Belgian white ale.
Girl
Dude, it's
beer.
got a little kid peeing on the front of it. That's
What?
amazing.
Let me see.
That's how you know it's good.
Little kid piss. Mine looks like something that I'm not even going to start the conversation of what mine looks like. Let's just say
It's very limited.
I think mine was being drank in Paris for about 6
Dude,
months.
try this. This
What?
is unbelievably good. Hold on.
Oh, I thought that's what you wanted.
So let me get back to the story. So show up at this house.
Oh, you got to try that.
All right, let me try this.
Let me try this.
Yep. Wow, these are both great beers. Holy shit.
Ooh, yours
guys-
is very sweet.
If you guys are in town, and,
Dig that.
and first of all, this is a great date place.
Yeah.
First date place.
It's very cavey.
Very
I love
cavey,
cavey
kind of
places.
small little hole in the wall
It reminds
wine
me of
bar,
being
beer
in
bar.
Europe.
Come out here, check
Yeah,
it out
yeah,
if you're
yeah.
in San Francisco.
All right, crazy weekend. David
So
Blaine.
I show up at this house and I'm like, okay, what am I going to expect, right? It's like, how many people are going to be here? It's going to be like 30 people, whatever. We walk in, there's like 4 or 5 people there.
yeah.
Full-blown bar there. We already had like a few drinks,
Yeah.
And he's not there. And so we're sitting there and they're like, oh, he stepped out for a second. Then all of a sudden he just appears. Not
Like a
not-
magician.
Not crazy shit. Not like
Not
this,
crazy.
smoke
Like,
and,
he comes into the
Merlin.
bathroom and they're like, he's like, oh, all right, hold on.
Totally.
He's like, I can't even enter a room. I'm David Blaine. You can't just walk into a room.
It was awesome. So he walks up and he's like, hey, nice to meet you. He said, hi, Daria, nice to meet you. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden he's like, let me show you some magic.
Of course.
Right off the bat.
Why wouldn't
Like,
he?
Yeah, but it's 1 in the morning. Like, we'd already been at some parties.
Don't you go like,
I'm like,
go ahead and submit that to dig.com front page. Every time you meet somebody,
I do not.
Well, you
but
should.
This is really cool because he pulls out a deck and he starts doing magic
Ooh,
tricks. I'll give
awesome.
you 2 tricks that he did that I thought were unbelievable. Well, I'll give you 2 tricks in the
rising
secret.
card on the iPhone.
So no. That was the lamest iPhone game.
Hey, it still worked.
So
Go.
there was one trick where, gosh, what were the really good ones? Definitely the one where we had to pick a card and
Yeah.
then put it back into the deck.
Okay.
And then it was like in the middle of the deck or whatever.
Okay.
And then he handed the deck over to Daria and he was like, okay, flip over some cards and tell me if this is the card. We all looked at it and there's no way, he handed the entire deck over, right?
Okay.
She flips over a card, 1, it's not the card. And we're like, oh, he kind of fucked up the trick,
Right.
Flips over the card and I'm like, oh, I kind of messed up the trick. And then flips over the 3rd card and he doesn't say anything. And then we all look up to him and the card's in his mouth. What the hell? Then, no, get this one.
That's awesome. He's like, go ahead and just turn over cards. And the next thing you know, he's naked and his cards are right on his nipples. He's like, it's magic. That is magic.
So
You didn't even realize.
Dude, two more quick ones that were
Where did
amazing.
my pants go?
So another one,
Magic.
it was like the 4 of diamonds or something, right? And it was the same kind of deal. You put it in, he shuffles it up or whatever, and then he's like, is this your card? And he gives it to you, or you flipped it over, he gives it to Daria, and she looks at the card, she's like, that's not my card, and he's like, no, that's your card, and we're like, no, that's not the card, and he's like, actually, the queen is holding your card. the queen inside the card is holding her card.
Amazing.
How crazy is that shit?
Amazing. You got blamed.
Dude,
You got blamed.
So hold on. Here's the last one.
And nobody blames
The
you.
last trick is that he has the entire deck.
Yeah.
And he says to her, he's like, pick a suit. And she's like, hearts, right?
Yeah.
He takes the deck, and this is like this far away between
Yeah.
the two of us. He starts shaking it like this.
Yeah.
And it starts like dissolving down thinner and thinner. I shit you not, dude. Like, you know when you watch those specials on him on TV?
Yeah.
You're like, dude, those are paid actors. They're secret angles of cameras and shit.
Yeah.
Bullshit, dude. This was real. And it's shrinking down to like nothing. Throws the deck out. It's all hearts and our 2 cards that we had signed at one point for some other tricks, you know? Right in front of your eyes, dude. Like, I can't explain it.
I saw a special. The one thing I like about David Blaine is, one, he does magic. Like,
He does.
clearly. But the other thing is, he's a very nice man. No, the thing I like about
He's
him
a good
is
family man.
he does do magic, but then he also does stuff that's like, it's not magic. You wouldn't classify the stuff that he does as magic. It's just ballsy. Like, one of the things that he did, the most recent special I saw, was he said that there's a magic trick where you can catch a bullet in your teeth, right?
Right.
And it's a magic trick. It's like a fake bullet, it's like
Right.
a blank, and you have something, and you're like, oh, I caught it in my teeth. So he was like, no, I actually want to do that. So what he did was he got this, like the best rifle shooter in the world.
Marksman.
Right? Marksman, yeah. Best guy. And they built this thing that would fit into his mouth. And it was like a cup made of steel and like filling and shit. So basically it was something that he would allow another person to literally shoot him in the mouth. And they did it, and I was like watching this shit, and it was like they tested everything, and they had super slow motion cameras. So literally, it was like they'd like put the thing up on like a stick about his height. The guy shot it, and they said basically what was going to happen was he was holding his hands and he was going to stand perfectly still, and he had to stand perfectly still. And then the guy would say, "Are you ready?" And he would move his finger if he was ready, because he couldn't like go.
Right, you can be like,
bang!
Totally.
You know, like, I'm ready, you know? And he did this thing, he was like, boo, boo, boo. And I swear to God, the end of this whole thing was this, and it was like 50 feet away, shot him in the face. And you see super slow-mo, he's like sitting there like this, and his eyes are like really big. And the bullet just goes, pink. I mean, it was like,
That's
you've
insane.
got to be kidding me. Kidding me.
So I gotta tell you one last little thing. It wasn't a trick. We were like, kind of like, okay, how do you do this stuff, right? After about 15 tricks, you're blowing our mind. Like, how do you do it?
Stop it.
The one thing that he said that I thought was really interesting is he said that a lot of this stuff like takes years of training, right?
Sure.
And it's a lot of it's sleight of hand. And he took a deck and he divided it in half, and he's like, let me show you how I do some of these tricks.
Yeah.
And he took his fingers and he flicked them kind of like just barely on each side.
Yeah.
And he was throwing cards between his hands almost faster than you could see it. It was crazy. He was
Holy
like,
shit.
he was like, fling, 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 and the cards were flying back and forth between the decks.
Holy shit.
Like, I was like, damn. Like, and then one fell on the ground, like you could see, 'cause I almost couldn't see it, how fast it was.
Yeah.
But he's that skilled where he spent like, 10, 15,
Yeah, of
20
course,
years.
yeah.
And it was amazing.
Shitballs. Shitballs is all I have to say.
It was nuts.
Dude, that's
But anyway,
epic.
So that's my update.
That's a fun little weekend.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, jeebus. All right, let's get into the show,
Yes.
shall we?
Did you get your pilot's license yet? Because you mentioned that.
Not yet. Working on it. I was gonna try to get it done, but then I had to go away and had a couple like vacation-y things, and it's time consuming. Though I will say, it is official. I have done all of the requirements for getting your pilot's license. So all the solo hours, all the night hours, all the landings, all the blah 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 blah.
Nice.
Yeah, about 59 hours of flying I've done.
What's the next then? What final test?
Take the test.
Really?
Yeah, scary, dude. And then I realized, you know what? I'm an adult and I'm paying for this. Why is this scary? It's not like it's like college, and if I fail, it's like, ooh.
Right.
If I fail, it's like, well, that sucks. I blew that money, and I gotta study on that one thing that I failed for. I'll take it again. I mean, it's
Right.
not like. So I'm trying not to stress out about it.
What's the adult thing?
I'm an adult. I'm not a kid.
Oh, okay.
I get how kids can be stressed about tests,
Oh, right.
but I'm
He's
an
not
adult.
flying naked or anything.
I don't get. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not an adult test. It's not like. All
Like,
right.
fly the plane naked
Yeah.
and
Here's a naked woman. What's this? What's that? And you're like, fuck, I thought that was the elbow. I'm such a moron. When
you
did that not
failed the
become the
adult
OPO?
test.
Oh, clearly you, sir, are not an adult. You have to do 2 shots of Jaeger and then try to get a bra off a woman. And hey, yeah, that's a shit ton. That's a hard test. It depends upon the bra. Some of these bras nowadays, are
Dude,
like fucking
you
pump.
just don't know what you're doing.
Oh, bro, I can do it. I can take a bra off with one hand, bam,
You
like
cannot.
that. Fuck yeah. Give me a girl. Give me a girl. I love it. I'm just like, beep. It's all about the snap.
That would be a great.
It's all about the snap.
Is that your David Blaine trick?
A great competition, how fast you can do that?
It's, yeah. Like have women come up to me and I'm like, hey,
Dude.
how are you? How are you? Are you ready? Blah, blah, blah. She has no bra. That woman has no bra on. I did that. And then I'm like, what's this? Oh, it's your bra.
You're like,
and
I'm
it's
wearing
signed
your
by
bra.
me. Yeah, I'm wearing your bra. Striptease time.
Well,
All right.
Prager can kind of do that with his impregnation stuff.
That's true. He
He's
can just
got
look
a
at you.
15-foot radius, ladies. You come in the next live
Think
Diggnation.
of that. Think of that. Speaking of which, live Diggnation. You get to be Prager. We are doing 2 Fridays from now, the 25th of June. Crazy live show. Not only the live show, but we're doing a 5-year anniversary soiree.
It's gonna be
which
huge.
is French for party.
We're gonna do a shot for every year that we've been doing the show.
Oh, and our livers are not going. They've
Speaking
boycotted.
of which, oh look at this. Who's ahead of who?
I think I'm ahead of you. Well, at least I was. Anyway, but I was in the middle of something. So, it's at the Mezzanine in
Yes.
San Francisco, yeah? Okay, Mezzanine, San Francisco. Be
June
there,
25th.
be square, June 25th. It's gonna be crazy. Not only that, we're bringing in, like, Revision 3 is flying in, like, every other frickin' show. All the TRS guys are gonna be there.
Yep.
I'm trying to think, aren't the Film Riot guys coming?
Yeah.
The film, there's
Even
a
the food mob chef now is going to be
food,
Awesome.
food shed Nile, yeah.
solid.
There's a bunch of people there.
We should get
5 years.
we should get a bunch of we should get some other people like Hammer's in the area. We should get MC Hammer to come out.
Yeah,
for
if anybody
sure.
wants to come out, dude, bring it on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole point.
So-
Anyway, let's get into the party.
Well, hold on one thing. Revision3.com/5 years for the details.
The number 5, right?
16 and older.
No, it's 21 and up.
And
21 and up.
it's the city law
Listen.
in that area, in that neighborhood.
Dude, the next time, now that we got this new, we're going to be fucking balls on the walls. First question asked. So we
For the
apologize.
record, we
yes.
want younger people to come.
We've always
Blame-
wanted that
Blame
from the
Prager
beginning.
for not doing that. No offense, Prager.
So when you go up to see him with birth control, let him know.
Ladies, take
ladies,
your fucking
take
birth
your
control.
pill
take
that
two.
day.
Take
Take
two
two.
that day.
Double it up. Take some placebos. It doesn't even matter.
Take some
Take-
placebo. What the
Hey,
fuck?
just so they think. We should
You
do
might
that.
have to double up on your birth control that day for the live nation. He will get you if
He
you
will
don't.
find you. He'll literally like, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He has 1,000 children. He has 1,000 children.
His genie.com profile would be horrible. It'd just be like, it'd crash their servers and be like, bam,
Amazing.
How many offspring?
Prager's like, I remember when this was just sort of a joke, and now I think I've got to write a book apologizing to all the little Pragers out there. Horrible. Man, you need some college fund money.
Oh, yeah, that's
I love
nice.
it. When did that happen? Did you get like
Prager. All right. First story of the day. It's your story.
G-Bus? Happy 25th birthday, Goonies!
Cheers.
1,122 people dug this story.
Gentlemen,
Submitted
Goonies,
by La
Prager, Goonies.
Yucha.
Is
Oh,
that your
horrible.
drink? Who hasn't? There isn't a drink either. We need drink refills.
Drink refills for the others. Fans of the 1985 movie The Goonies drive to the remote Oregon village where the movie was filmed to celebrate the film's 25th anniversary. So this is really cool. Were you a big fan of Goonies?
Dude, are you kidding me? I loved Goonies.
Goonies was the
I
shit.
like dug holes in my backyard looking for treasure and
Oh,
shit
bro.
after that.
Dude, okay. One of my best friends, that reminded me to put it on mute, but that wasn't me, that was maybe him, I don't know. Dude, one of my best friends,
Was Sloth.
Alex Neerman, we were like hunting around, just doing some shit. We were young, blah, blah, blah. We had watched Goonies. All of a sudden, we find this box.
Shut the fuck up.
Gets better.
I've always been looking for
Dude,
a box.
gets
in the ground.
better. Open the box up. What's in the box?
Gold.
An old treasure map. God. I swear to God this happened. I'm literally like, we are freaking out. I mean, freaking out. And the treasure map
Coolest
has
thing
landmarks from our neighborhood. So we fucking we were like going inside.
Oh, your dad did this.
It was his older brother. And he was playing a trick on us. It wasn't his. I mean, that actually sounds pretty nice of the older brother to do.
It's totally
but he was
cool.
totally just fucking with us. It was one of those things where, like, at the end, it was like, "You guys are nerds. Goonies blows." You know what I mean?
Right.
But dude, best 3 hours of my life.
Damn.
I fucking found an old treasure map. Found
That's
it, and then
amazing.
went and followed it, and found some treasure.
What was
And
the
then
treasure?
the treasure was like, "You guys are fucking nerds, dweebs." Whoa.
Oh, that sucks.
But dude, I'll take it, man. I mean, I probably would have liked gold, but you know.
More people need to do that. Like the idea of like finding a treasure map and going after treasure. As a little
Love it.
kid, I always wanted to be an archaeologist.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to go to Egypt and like dig in the sand.
That's Indiana
Like,
Jones did that to you, my friend.
Exactly.
Same with me, dude.
Exactly. Like
Same with
anywhere.
me.
If I go to Egypt, I'll just find some sand and start digging.
No shit,
Like
dude.
why not?
You don't know.
Like, there could be shit.
You don't know.
You don't know. You go 5 feet down. All of a
You could
sudden
be the
there's
guy.
some Freaking.
You could be the guy.
Little scarab things. What are those? Cherubs.
Scarabs
Little.
or cherubs.
Geocaching.
No.
No.
I mean, I've done. Look, I love geocaching. Wait, no, I love.
Glenn,
Yeah, but
Glenn, we
that
don't
doesn't
play-
mean we don't want to be childlike
Dude,
or
first of all,
cherubish.
We want gold. We don't want like a
A
little
list
gift.
to sign.
Yeah, like that'd be bad.
I mean, look, I love geocaching. It's fun, but
No,
geocaching.
you've never geocached in your life, dude.
Bro,
Neither
watch
have I.
the Totally Rad show. I have totally done geocaching. We did a whole
And it's
segment on
stupid.
geocaching. It's actually not that stupid. It
'Cause
makes
you
you
get
feel
there and
stupid,
they're like, you're like, what am I gonna find? It's like if someone's fucking teddy bear and shit, and you're like, why?
yeah, but you get the teddy bear.
Yeah, but it's stupid.
You should try it.
You guys are adults now.
You know what?
Oh, I'm sorry, because all archaeologists are kids?
We should make
I-
geocaching real. Like put like 50 fucking grand in a tree somewhere.
Dude,
So
we
people are
should
like,
do that.
Fuck,
We
geocaching
should-
is the shit.
No, dude, we should totally do that. We should do like it's a mad world where we like bury 50K. Dude, I'm in, man. We fucking bury 50K.
You're in.
No, we don't want it to make a reality
Alex
like
is
show.
in helping. You're not
Oh,
in,
dude, I'm in.
putting money into the
Dude,
fucking
done.
pot.
You come in with 25K, I'll come in with 25K,
swear.
and we'll bury it in the fucking
swear.
ground. Yeah, dude.
You put 25K on the table.
Done. I mean, not right now. I don't have it in my hands, but I'd put it in the ground.
Doesn't sound right.
Because
I'd rather bet Glenn to do crazy shit like shave
I'm
shit in
gonna.
his head.
I mean, we'll do that as well. But I'm just saying,
I
dude.
just started geocaching TV shows.
No, where are you, Prager? No,
He's
he said
he's
TV show.
impregnating. Let
He
him-
said
let him
TV
go.
show, and that's not the whole point. Is we don't want it to be just be a real. I mean, we're not just making a reality show where pleasefindourmoney.com, but we're gonna. I'm down, dude.
All right.
Yeah, right. Oh, is it taken?
All right. Let's
All right,
go.
what's up? You're up.
Next story of the day. Congratulations, Goonies. 665 digs submitted by the engineer 2008. Mr. T blasts the A-Team movie as too violent. So apparently he slammed the film remake, saying it features too much sex and violence. After seeing a preview of the film, he was shocked at how graphic it was. Mr. T says, and I quote, "People die in the film, and there's plenty of sex when they did it."
Oh no, but when we did it, not
Oh,
when
sorry.
they did. People die in the film, and there's plenty of sex when they were dying. There's all these people having sex and dying and sex and dying.
Okay.
That's not the A-Team. A-Team's about family. What?
He said no.
A-Team is about
He said
killing
when
people.
we did
Mercenaries.
it, when we did it, no one got hurt, and we all played for fun and family entertainment. I kind of call bullshit on that a little bit, because when I saw people die in the A-Team, they'd like fly in the air. I thought they were dead.
Yeah.
Like they died.
No,
Yes,
it's not.
they
No, but
did.
it wasn't like G.I. Joe, where like all the Cobras were like shot in the face and their head exploded, and then all of a sudden the guys are like, "Oh Jesus, that was a horrible. We got beat by the Joes," and it's like that guy's
Right.
head got exploded off. I get that,
Right.
But the A-Team was like. Car explodes and guys on the trampolines flying into different directions. We were not
They're
assuming.
dead.
We were not assuming they were okay.
They're injured. No, they
they
would
didn't
not
get
get
up
up
and
and
rock
walk away.
around.
They did
Come
not.
on.
So
Why was Mr. T in the damn movie?
first of all, Mr. T's going
He's
too
not in the
crazy
movie.
with his gold.
Like, the A-Team was Mr. T.
Well, Mr. T, quote unquote, is in the movie. B.A. Baraka is in the movie.
Did you see his new
Mr.
gold
T.
thing with the pan? He's like a gold. He has like a miner's pan around his neck now.
I got so much gold, I need a pan to find more gold. I have every piece of gold on the planet around my neck, so I need a pan to find more gold to put it around my neck.
That's actually.
Awesome.
At first, I didn't
That
think it was
is
cool, but now I
awesome.
think it's pimp as
Fuck
hell.
yeah, dude.
Because he's like with his necklace, he's
Yeah.
panning for gold. Like
He's like, I got too much gold. There's no more
looking
gold on
for
the planet. I need to make gold to put gold on my
But
neck.
like he has to lean over and
Yeah.
pan for gold when he's looking
like,
for it.
"Ew."
Like that's amazing.
He power squats to do that. He doesn't
That's
lean
right.
over.
My bad.
He's like, I power squat.
Mr. T's
Mining
awesome.
for gold. Love it.
I always wanted a Mr. T turn-by-turn direction GPS unit.
Bro, we talked about that back in the day.
Turn left, fool.
What's up? Yeah.
that'd be
Oh, you missed it. Oh man, it's black and a half back, moron.
That would be
I don't know.
amazing.
It kind of sounds like Red Fox. I don't even know what that is, right?
That's amazing.
Anyway, Mr. T, amazing. So the Japanese. I had the weirdest cab ride here, by the way.
Oh, tell me about it.
So this so this Japanese guy.
Bam. Oh, here we go. Shit.
So this Japanese guy.
We got a golf clap over there for you.
I like that. No, I like the whoa, don't. Good work. So this old Japanese guy, at first I get in the car and he's got like really thick Japanese accent, which is fine. But he starts talking about how pissed off he is about the taxes in San Francisco. And like them making a new stadium, like $900 million, something about Santa Clara. I don't
I'm
even
excited
know.
for the new stadium, dude.
Dude, I don't even know what this guy's
are getting
talking
a new
about.
stadium. Our stadium sucks right now. Go
So-
Packers. Go Packers. Fuck. Nice. No offense, 49ers. I like them.
I love it. You go. The 49ers, they were like, the stadium we have sucks right now. Wait, fuck. Go Packers. I hate those guys.
No,
Our stadium sucks.
I
Hate
want
those
to
guys.
I've lived here for 10 years. I want to love the 49ers. Packers are my first love. You and we've talked about this.
Happens. Anyway, well, whatever. The guy was crazy. Okay, 6 Japanese subcultures that are insane, even for Japan. 1,808 people dug the story, submitted by Chris Sabo. Just when you thought Japan couldn't frighten us any further, we discover this shit. Ready? Here we go. So the first thing is, it is called Dekotora.
Those look badass.
When
Dude,
lots
we
of
go back to
American
Japan.
pictures Japan, we gotta go back, dude. We gotta fucking go
We
back.
gotta go fucking go back. You haven't been.
It's this weird trucking thing where they turn their trucks into something out of an extremely flamboyant version of the Road Warrior. So there's like all these people are putting on like, they have like big ass trucks,
with lights and shit.
and the crazy thing is,
I want to see that.
Dekotora is a combination of the English words decoration and truck. So basically, they're decorative trucks in Japan.
That's amazing.
They are like amazingly elaborate spoilers, lights, boxes, and even murals on their. But look at that, dude! Some of these things are like crazy.
Holy shit.
All right, so that's good. Gai Ru. Oh dear lord. Name for the English word gal. Gairu is young girls who dye their hair sickly shades of silver blonde, get fake tans, slather makeup on, so they can be hang out at a lot of. Oh, dude, that's disgusting. Look, dude,
Oh, God.
they basically look like sad clowns. I hate to say it. Okay,
I hate
Lolita.
makeup. Do you like makeup? I'm not. A big fan
I'm not.
Of makeup.
Here's
Does your girlfriend wear a lot of
Wait,
makeup?
hold on. Here's the thing. I like makeup. ... When I don't realize that people are wearing makeup, like subtle makeup.
Have you ever worn makeup in your life?
Sure. Every time we shot the screensavers, we both wore makeup.
I didn't.
Fuck you! You didn't. I sat next to you in the makeup chair. You fucker.
It was national
I didn't.
television. They
No,
forced us.
it wasn't.
Well, come on.
It was deep cable, and you were like, for the first. No,
When I
fuck you,
first
dude.
met him,
No,
he was like,
no,
"Does anyone make
dude.
makeup? 'Cause I want makeup."
No, dude. When we first started,
We got new beers.
almost there, Chris. When we first started doing Diggnation, this fucking dude put makeup on.
No, I did not.
Done. Here we go. What do we got?
I got two beers, and you guys can pick which one you want. One is the Saison du Pont. It's a farmhouse Belgian ale.
Okay.
It's the one in the wine glass
All right,
thing
okay.
there.
It's all right.
Sort of lighter style Belgian ale.
Okay.
A little bit of coriander in there.
Saison du Pont?
Saison du Pont.
The other one is Rootburger, which is a cloister beer, which means it's made by nuns.
Oh, I'm gonna take the nun beer.
I want the nun beer,
Dude, I took the nun beer. Look, I did it right out of his
And
hand.
it's a Hellerbach.
It's made by nuns.
It's from hell.
Yeah.
It's a Hellerbach.
Hellerbach is for children.
I love Hellerbach.
And it's a Hellerbach, which Bach beers are normally really dark.
Yeah.
This one isn't. This is what they would call a Marzen
Okay.
if it was made in the month of March. But it's not made in March, so they call it a
Wow,
Hellerbach.
that's awesome.
And that's the Saison du Pont. I think they're both
This
Love it.
is the kind of beers you can get if you come here. You guys gotta come check this place out.
It's all
And
good.
you can break glasses here.
It's
They
all
don't even
good.
care.
Here, do you want to try this one too? Try that one. Try
That was
this
you? Yeah, when we were walking out.
one. Ooh, I like this one. Do you like that one?
Let me try this one.
This one tastes like
This
hot
tastes-
dogs.
this tastes like
That
none.
one tastes like hot dog. You'll taste the hot dog.
I like this one better.
Okay, I'm down.
What? This is a little nun beer. So,
Oh, that one's very mapley. A little too mapley. Anyway, so Lolita, it's like girls dressed up as like weird little girls from like, I don't even know. Let's show pictures of that. Graham or Mao will put some pictures up looking like that. What?
what?
We're doing a show.
I know.
What?
Well,
What are
he's
you
talking,
doing?
he's
What-
talking,
I'm
he's
talking.
talking,
It's
he's
like-
talking.
All right, forget it. Whatever. And there's others. Check it out. Dig.com.
Next story of the day with 4,507 people.
Oh, I don't like that.
We want to switch then.
No, the back end tastes like sausage.
Ah, shit, I almost dropped it. All right, there we go. There you go.
Yeah, try that.
All right,
Try that.
I
more.
like the nun stuff. All right, 4,507 people dug the story. He ruined this kid's life. Submitted by Moofs. This is actually someone that you might be into. Let's take a look at dig.com/user/MOOLFS. Hello, Alex. I'm a big fan. Hello. I'm a very active digger.
Cute, although a lot of makeup.
A lot of makeup. All right, so here's the story she submitted.
active digger. That's so sexy.
That's what her profile said. So here's
What is that? What is happening?
that poor kid.
Why would you do that?
Look at his. He's so sad. He's so shocked. He has no idea what happened.
That's horrible. Horrible.
I mean, how sad is that?
That's beyond sad. No, that kid's like, your penis is out.
No, he's like, it's shrunken.
Oh, that's bad. That is bad. That kid is like. Oh yeah, he needs some.
He needs some.
what
was it just for scrot?
Just for scrot.
Just for scrot. Yeah.
Just for scrub.
Dude, you laugh
You
when
laugh.
your scrot starts going gray.
You will call Kevin and be like, did you
call
invent
me
that
up.
or was that a fake thing? And you're like, no, I invented it.
Kevin's like,
$79.95.
hey, Kevin, something awkward to ask you. Is just for scrot a real thing?
Just one more thing. All of a sudden it becomes Columbo.
That poor
That's
kid.
horrible.
That is horrible.
All right, let's get into it. Before the last story, we're going to do sponsors.
Yes, sponsors. Let's start off with our first sponsor of the day, which is Adobe. With the newest release of Adobe Flash Platform tools and runtimes, including Adobe Flash Player 10.1, Adobe Air 2, Adobe Creative Suite 5, which is awesome. I have the new Photoshop CS5, which is amazing.
Nice, nice.
And Adobe Flash Builder 4, designers and developers can use the same code, assets, frameworks, tools, and services to create rich applications, web content, and videos that deploy in and outside the browser and across devices. Adobe Air is awesome. I've developed for Adobe Air in the past. It's pretty cool. You can
Love it.
write it once. It runs on Mac, runs on PC, runs on Linux.
Yep.
The Adobe Flash platform provides professional tools, an open source framework, and ubiquitous clients and servers, allowing you to deliver apps that run consistently across browsers and operating systems for the widest reach. Try the tools and download the runtimes. Adobe Flash Builder 4 and Adobe Flash Catalyst CS5 offer free trials, plus you can learn Flash Builder for free with online training. So you just go to adobe.com/Flash Builder. They have all the online training there. Also, Prager recently interviewed the folks at Adobe Flash Camp. Check out the brief video at the end of the show to learn more about how you can create rich, dynamic content that runs both inside and outside the browser with next generation of Adobe Flash platform tools and technologies.
Nice, good read. I'm gonna give you a fist pump for that. That's epic. GoDaddy.com. GoDaddy's been around since the beginning, the nascent years of Diggnation. I made that word up. So your website visitors prospects, and customers are wary of websites and online businesses that aren't what they claim to be. I agree with that. And their worry can be your professional and financial. And worry that their professional or personal and financial information may fall into the wrong hands. So turn your visitors' concerns into a pro for your site. GoDaddy.com secure certificate. So people are pissed. They're like, oh, I don't know if this is what it is. Secure certificate from GoDaddy.com. That's true. We want to let you in on the inside scoop. VeriSign, the registry for .com and .net. You don't want to be seen in this.
I don't want to be associated with this
next to this read. VeriSign, the registry for .com and .net domains, will be raising their prices on July 1st. This is important.
Oh shit! Fuck
that
VeriSign.
means that the standard, that GoDaddy standard
GoDaddy's our sponsor.
of $3.49 offer from GoDaddy will be going up too. So if you want to beat the price increase, you'll need to act now. Yeah, it's good. Good work, Kevin. Good work. Just use the promo code TN3 when you check out, and you get your discount.com domain names. Remember, prices are going to go up for everybody on July 1st. So head over to GoDaddy.com, grab your domain now. Also, check out all the best deals on GoDaddy we has at revision3.com/GoDaddy.com.
Sweet. Thank you, GoDaddy, for being a longtime sponsor.
Thank you.
Gamefly is the largest online video rental service and offers your choice of over 7,000 new and classic titles across all consoles and handhelds. With plans starting at just $15.95 a month, Gamefly members can rent 1 to 4 games at a time, keep them for as long as they like. There are no late fees, there are no due dates, and shipping is always motherfucking free. What? Once you are done playing the game, send it back, and Gamefly will send you your next available title from your list. If you really like the game you're playing, you're like, shit, this is a fucking great game.
You're like, dude,
simply click
game.
Keep it on the Gamefly website, and the game is yours at a discounted price. Gamefly will even mail you the case and manuals free of charge. Diggnation fans get a free 15-day trial when they go to gamefly.com/Diggnation. I will tell you, I've been playing Super Mario Brothers on the Wii lately.
Wait. Super Mario Brothers on the Wii or Mario Galaxies 2?
No, Super Mario Brothers,
Done.
the original.
Okay.
I've been playing with my girlfriend. She is better at the bosses than I am, which is sad because like I'm good on like the nuts and bolts kind of like main like running shit.
Dude, you've always been a nuts and bolts guy.
She kills the fucking bosses.
Bro, that's the perfect relationship.
It's a good
You
relationship.
bring something,
and she drinks beer while we're playing the game, which is how can you ask for anything more?
That is, it's amore. That's amore.
Pretty awesome.
App Judgment, iPhone, Android, iPad, all of these new phones and amazing new apps. Now you know which ones are worth downloading by watching App Judgment every day. The gang behind App Judgment are giving their latest apps a try, so you don't have to. Tune in daily, see what apps you should be downloading. Revision3.com/App Judgment. Last story. Speaking of apps, iPhone 4 announced. It is now official. 3,843 people dug this story, submitted by 1ND1GO. All right. So the iPhone 4 and the WWD10 or whatever the fuck it was, WWDC10, whatever.
We're about developers' comments.
Yeah. 10. They announced the iPhone 4. Here's the thing. No real new news.
What do you mean no real new news?
No real new news.
No, tons of new news.
What's
dude.
the new news? Hit
Are
me
you
with the new
kidding
news.
me?
We've seen the design.
Retina display, which is like 4 times the amount of pixels per
No,
square inch.
that's not new news.
What?
That is not new news.
Yes, it is.
No, it is
They
not.
said high res, but they never said like how many pixels per square inch.
Oh,
It's
I'm sorry. The
amazing.
news is little bit. Nobody. Look, I did.
Video chat.
No,
FaceTime?
yeah. Forward-facing camera said that.
It said that.
That's what everybody said. Forward-facing camera. Why the f would they have a forward-facing camera if it wasn't for video chat?
I agree with that.
So what's the new news?
Longer battery life, A4 processor.
Why would they not have a longer battery life? Of course they would use the fastest processor they own, which is the A4 and the iPad.
What are you trying to prove? I mean,
I'm
yes,
not trying to prove
it
anything.
leaked out,
No, I'm
but
not trying to prove anything.
it's-
All I'm saying is it's now official, all of the things that we had been speculating. The good news for Apple is some of the things that we were speculating, all of them came true, right? That's good news for Apple because the speculation based on this device that they found was all true.
This phone is by far the most advanced phone in the world.
I agree. It's also the newest
amazing.
phone in the world.
No, but what I'm saying is the technology. So here's the difference between Apple
And I don't want
everybody else.
I don't want you to say I don't want people to think that I'm not fucking over the moon excited. June 15th, I'm buying 2 of these fuckers. So I'm excited for them, most definitely.
Here's what my take on this is, and granted, people, I'm an Apple fanboy. I love Apple products, but I got to tell you, the idea that they just keep pushing it further and further. Like the high-res display, they didn't have to do that. They could have stuck with a standard display out of the better camera, out of the front. Like, I love the fact that Apple
has a flash.
Apple is the Ferrari of cell phones. Like, and this was
Ferrari also makes cell phones, but yeah, Apple is the Ferrari of cell phones.
Well, MG Siegler from TechCrunch, he wrote up an article about like what Apple is and compared to other cell phones, and he's like, for him, like the new iPhone is kind of the Ferrari, and Android phones are kind of like a Honda Civic, where you're like, it's a good phone, but it's not quite. It doesn't.
I kind of feel like, that's not quite fair. I think the Nokias that don't have any like smartphone stuff are the Honda Civics. That one's like the Acura Integra.
Yeah.
A little bit higher, but not quite there. But yeah, I totally agree. There is no doubt in my mind.
They're just refining everything and taking it to the next level.
If you want the best phone that exists as a cell phone, you're buying the iPhone 4.
If you want the best service that exists, you do not buy the iPhone 4.
Yeah, but it's not about the service.
Dude,
here's the thing, it's not about the service.
Calls. Look at this. Let me show you something. Well, I happen to have
a text.
2 bars now, but I had no bars earlier. AT&T sucks.
Well, that's the weird thing. It goes from full bars to no bars like that.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
That's the weird dropping stuff. So, was there anything that was announced that you were happy to see actually solidified in stone that was going to be there?
I think that the high-res display was the big shocker for me, because I have a friend that's actually used the device. I met with him last night. He actually works at Apple, and he was telling me, he's like, the crazy thing is that when you render like a web page on a small display like that, and he starts zooming in, he's like, it just looks 3 or 4 times crisper than anything else you've ever seen.
Yeah.
To where you look at it and you're like, wow, that's sharp as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like that kind of thing for ebook reading, for a bunch of stuff that you want to do. It's
nobody's ebook reading on their fucking cell phone.
They announced iBooks for this.
Who cares? You're literally, my mind will go blank if I'm sitting here like this trying to read a book.
No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Let me explain to you. So let me tell you how I would personally use it. I have iBooks on my iPad.
Sure.
I'm gonna read blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there at night reading. I go to the gym, and I'm kind of like doing my thing. I'm walking at a slow pace on the treadmill. I like to kill time. Like I do a steep incline.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then kind of walk at 3.5.
Yep.
Miles per hour, and then I'll sit there and I'll
it's like 3.5, miles per hour.
But it's a slow walk,
right?
And I'm either gonna play like Geometry Wars, like some of the games I like, or in this case, I absolutely could go through a few pages, and I'm not gonna say I'm gonna kill a book like that, but I'm gonna go through 4 or 5 pages.
Oh, you only have your iPhone at that point,
right? And I'll go through 4 or 5 pages, I'll catch up, and then I'll be able to it will sync back to my iPad, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
I mean,
that's not bad. It's not bad. I was sitting at the airport. Although, dude, I'm giving you props right now. First off, bro, fucking whiteboard. Whiteboard in my office changed my life.
Who the fuck doesn't use a whiteboard?
Bro, well, I have so many virtual whiteboards and shit, but I never turn them on. So I have a whiteboard now in my office. The best thing you could ever do. Because there's nothing. You walk into your office and you look at the list of shit that you're supposed to do and you go, I should not play an MMO right now. I should just cross off a couple of things about it. Best thing ever.
I fucking love it.
Also, the thing I was fisting you about, iThoughts HD.
Yes. It's amazing.
Bro, I've done so much shit in that thing. I love it. Anyway.
It's a great iPad app. Let me tell you another thing real quick on the DL. Dude, that chick has been looking back at you 10 times.
Bro, it's because I'm me.
You know what I'm talking about?
Come on.
There's a girl.
The hair?
There was a girl.
The hair is irresistible.
When we first got here. There's a girl when we first got here she's all about Alex, She's like, Alex, is he gonna be here? And I'm like, we're shooting Diggnation, of course he's gonna be here. And then
what up?
And then
don't you point at me like you don't even know. Oh no, that wasn't her. No.
And then she keeps looking back. She's had a few beers.
Yeah,
Are you sure you want to get married? I'm just throwing that out there.
All I gotta tell you is I gotta go to the bathroom. I actually have to go to the bathroom. So what?
Don't show her on the show.
Don't show her, because then she'll be like, what the fuck was I doing at that place? She'd be like, that guy's an asshole. Anyway.
Anyway.
So iPhone 4, I'm excited. I'm getting 2, ordering it first day. I mean, literally, the iPhone is the reason why I bought Apple stock. Period, end of sentence.
I bought more Apple stock after they announced the 4.
Nah, I couldn't.
Listen, you want to tell me how, I'll tell everyone out there how
it's not been going, I mean, it's been oscillating, dude.
This is why I decided to buy some more Apple stock. I went to the office, and I'm surrounded by a group of designers, like 5 guys.
Yeah.
And they all sit in my same kind of little cube area. And I said to the guy, like, after the announcement came out, I said, how many of you guys are going to upgrade? And they're like, oh, fuck yeah. Everybody.
Yeah, but that's not a sample.
No.
That wouldn't make me buy, because a bunch of San Francisco web designers are going to upgrade to a new Apple product. Fucking surprise. Right? I mean, come on.
They translate to something much bigger.
I don't know about that.
Everybody is going to upgrade to this shit, dude. Who wouldn't? It's so much better.
I still know people that have the first gen iPhone.
I know, actually, Chris, the guy that owns this place, he's like, yeah, first gen. I'm like, save that shit. It's worth money. If anybody has a first gen
Classic.
sealed in a box, I will buy it from you for twice what you paid for it.
What? Why?
Maybe one time.
Why?
It's gonna be worth a lot, dude.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I have a
What?
seal.
No.
Nope.
Dude, what fucking product sealed in the box, first gen,
Yep.
is worth anything?
I have a sealed copy of Windows 1.0. It's worth $5 fucking grand right now. I paid $2 for it.
I get that. You paid $2,000 for a sealed copy of Windows 1?
Let's
You're
not
a
talk-
secret PC lover. Anyway, iPhone 4, it's gonna rock. Love it, love it, love it. Let's get to a quick little email. I love this little story. So Tara, or Tara, I'm not sure, but Tara sent in this email. Thank you. Hey, Kevin and Alex. I was recently introduced to your guys' show by my ex-boyfriend, who has been a devoted fan since episode 1. Very excited. Needless to say, I was watching a few episodes of your crazy antics and continuously bouncing from story to story. I don't know who they're talking about. It doesn't sound like us.
We don't ever do that.
I was hooked and have been catching up on the past episodes on Revision 3 every day at work. I love that you watch us at work. Yeah! I don't know what she does for a job, but hopefully she's not a policewoman. So, now the point of why I decided to write in, I had to go meet up with my ex who I mentioned above, to get his resume because I'm attempting to get him a job. Very nice for you to do that with your ex. And I have a feeling he broke up with her because this next sentence, while at coffee we were talking about your show and realized neither of us had seen this week's episode, so we decided to go back to his place and watch it together. Yeah, ... Thank you, Tara, or Tara.
So they're fucking to our show?
Fucking to our show. Fucking to our show.
Okay, listen, people.
Bro, you don't want people fucking to our show? We talked about this before. We talked about this like 3 years ago.
Dude.
Why would we not want people to have sex with our show? Dude, do it, and do it.
Not while we're playing.
Why? Doesn't that sound awesome? Doesn't that seem like we're like Cupid delivering orgasms to everybody? Prager knows.
You do this all the time. That's why Prager's laughing so much.
I know. He's like, haha, it's amazing. I love to impregnate people.
Have you ever had sex with Diggnation?
Dude, it's a fucking talk show.
He's saying yes.
Oh, give us the
That's a yes.
camera.
That's a yes.
Give us the camera.
That's a yes.
You want to give us the camera? All right. Now what's up?
Now what's
Do
up?
you?
Have you ever had sex with Kevin and I on the computer? On the computer. Email.
Okay, let me just start by saying no, never. And let me say another thing.
I don't believe
it's
him.
a freaking talking audio podcast.
Yeah, it's a
I have no
sexy
idea.
audio podcast.
Dude, you've never
Listen to our
been
voice.
like, I'm just gonna totally fuck to Kevin and Alex right now.
I thoroughly don't understand why listening to an audio podcast would be an aphrodisiac.
It's got video, HD video. HD video.
To be the aphrodisiac.
I like being an aphrodisiac. Why wouldn't you?
Glenn, have you
Glenn's
ever?
an aphrodisiac. Look at that man chewing on his thing. He's chewing his curd.
Have you ever had sex to Diggnation, like watching Diggnation?
That's a yes. I saw it in his nose. That's a yes. Wait, no, the real question is, have you, Kevin,
No,
ever had
fuck
sex to
you.
watching yourself
Why
on
you get
Diggnation?
the-
That's a
Get out of
yes.
my face.
That is a
No,
yes. Look at the face.
dude, no.
The hand means yes. The hand means yes.
We're done. I have not.
All right, well, that is it for this week's edition of Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht,
And I'm Kevin Rose / Twitter.com/Kevin Rose.
/ Twitter.com / what? Alex Albrecht. If you're having sex right now, we apologize for the fact that we just made it not sexy. Boom.
You need to have a great experience in applications. And to make that today is really challenging because a lot of the things that people want to do require close interaction between developers and designers. If you have developers and designers working very separately, it's difficult for the experience to really come together and be really great. We're focusing in the Flash platform on trying to solve a lot of those problems and really trying to make the experience great to make it easy for designers and developers to work together. We now have the Flash Catalyst product. It really focuses on designers being able to create content and work with it, and at the same time, what they build and work in can be directly manipulated by developers using Flash Builder. They're working in the same sort of project file. Designers and those working with creative assets in Photoshop, in Illustrator, in other point products and parts of Creative Suite can create content, and that can be easily brought into and manipulated and used. We're bringing a consistent experience.
Mobile computing presents Adobe with a tremendous opportunity. We've got mobile phones, tablet computers, netbooks, smart books. As those designers and developers now produce content and applications targeting that range of devices, they're faced with a diversity of different underlying hardware and software platforms. With the new release of Flash Player 10.1 and of Air 2, what we're doing is now making it possible to take that richness that already exists on the desktop versions of those runtimes and extend them broadly across the universe of devices.
With Air, you can actually now create content inside the browser with Flash Player 10.1. You can also create content outside the browser with Air. With Flash Player 10.1, we are definitely expanding a variety of different platforms on mobile devices and on desktop.
And that is a huge innovation for our community, that they now have the ability to take that same compatible player and have it available across that spectrum of devices.
We're trying to make it so developers can really place content anywhere they want, anywhere where an end user wants to see it.